What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. Me, I'm doing great. And at the start of March, well at the beginning of March, there was a really cool Tekken event. It was Japan versus Korea. They do this at least like once per year. And it's always so much fun to watch. Some of the top Korean players gather up, well I mean most of them. And Japan, assembles its team, its crew, and they battle it out. I'm gonna put a link in the description or as a comment so you guys can check it out. I think you should. It's about 2.5 hours of amazing world-class Tekken. It's just, you can't overestimate, how fun it is to watch. And there's such a diversity of characters, making it just great. And what is interesting, I don't want to spoil it to you guys. I'm showing you guys this fight here. We have Krudans representing Korea versus Shikurin from Japan, who is an amazing Geese player. Hopefully you saw him at EVO Japan. It's like, oh, he makes me kun with his combos and his tight gameplay. He is amazing. And now we have fittingly Geese Howard's theme. But so I don't want to spoil too much. But I think a very interesting little note to take with you after watching this is how there seems to be kind of a new generation of Tekken players coming through. For the longest time, Tekken was about, ever since 2005. Okay, most of you don't know this, but okay, no, I think it actually is since 2005 and 2006. NIE has been pretty much been a pillar of the Tekken community and one of the absolute best players since 2006, I think. I think it was 2006. And you can say the same about Krudans. You can say the same about JDCR. Many of these key figures that have been dominating as of late. JDCR has always been very strong. He struggled a bit, the last 2 years. Krudans was the 2017 Tekken 7 World Champion. He won the Tekken World Tour. NIE has been, up until, the last few months, arguably unstoppable. The best player in the world. Arslan Ash, when Arslan Ash showed up, and what I'm guessing is soon to be a lot of Pakistani players. They seem to a lot of great players. But what I'm trying to get at is there seems to be a huge continental shift in the Tekken scene, in the competitive scene. Are we gonna leave this old format of JDCR Saints in grand finals, maybe with NIE and Krudans? Slowly over the years, it's been changing a little bit. But suddenly, with Arslan Ash here, in Pakistan, younger players, because the Koreans I mentioned before, they are in their 30s now. I think NIE is he's like me, I think, 33 or 34. JDCR is 30, 31. Krudans is also 33, I think. So everyone is getting a bit older, and this guy here who's playing against NIE, B, he's very young. I don't know his age, Japanese player, but he's very young. He looks like a teenager, and I think he is a teenager. And he's incredibly strong. I don't want to spoil it, but check out the link, check out these games, and you'll see, and it's so refreshing, to be honest. You'll see on the Korean team, it's all the old dogs, wrinkled like me. They come in either on wheelchairs, or on their cranes, or they're hosed in, lifted in, with lifts, cranes, because they can't walk like me. God, that was boring. No, it was super fun. I needed some cringe. But it's such a funny contrast, the Korean team, you have the old guard, and then you have a Japanese team, and you'll see that there's so many youngsters, teenagers, and they're so strong. So it's is this a shift where we see a new generation come in? And EVO Japan, all of our heroes, the old guard, the Korean old guard, he didn't fare too well. Cherry Berry Mango did very well, but all of the, you know, real Korean Titan players, they were all knocked out, you know, they didn't make it to top 8. So I just wonder what this means, you know, going into this competitive year on Tekken World Tour with the biggest prize pool ever. I mean, how are these guys gonna fare? Nee says he wants to travel to Pakistan. Will he do that? Will he learn a lot? Will Nee again become unstoppable? He sure seemed, you know, invincible during 2018. But then Arslan Ash, you know, very convincingly takes him out at 2 different occasions. And these Japanese youngsters look hungry for Korean blood. Well, okay, no. Anyone's blood, I think. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think at Evil Las Vegas, how do you pronounce that, in August, where I'm going, by the way, will we see Nee, Saint, JDCR, or Cooldown's win? Could that, I mean, that used to be the given, but considering how it looks today, you're like, damn. I mean, it's like I don't even recognize the competitive scene of Tekken. It's just, so much has happened in such a short amount of time. And if there is a generation shift, I think that could be really cool, even though I'm always, you're always kind of hoping, you know, JDCR or Nee takes it, you know, or Saint, because you've invested so much time with those guys. They are your heroes. But at the same time, like, for how long can they dominate a game such as Tekken, you know, before new players show up? And they've had many years now. And that's like, you have to take age into account. Like, a 30-year-old is no retiree, of course, but in a game that's so reaction-based as Tekken, you know, so fast, your reaction time has to be on point, and that's just a scientific fact that goes down as you get older. But of course, in a world where Roger Federer at age of what, 38, can still be the best the best tennis player in the world, you know, anything can happen. But I'm really stoked about coming tournaments, and I'm sure you are as well, and I can't wait to see what these new players bring to the table. So have a nice day, and take care.